Hey everyone, welcome to the channel where we love to talk about movies. Welcome especially if you're new. If you enjoy talking about movies and staying up to speed on what's in theaters and what's worth checking out, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss a video. Alright, with that we're going to get into today's review, which is for Easter Sunday. I just got back from the theater and we're going to talk about it here. So just to start off with a brief synopsis, this movie is set around a family gathering to celebrate Easter Sunday, and the comedy is based on Jo Koy's life experiences in stand-up comedy. So I think I'd seen a trailer going into this, but I had pretty low expectations going in, and it landed basically where my expectations were, if not a little lower. So we'll kind of save the good things for the end to end on a slightly more positive note, but there's a lot of stuff I really didn't care for in this movie. I thought that the comedy really just wasn't all that funny. I'm not very familiar with Jo Koy, so I assume if you are, then the movie's going to be a lot more enjoyable, kind of similar to the Foo Fighters movie from earlier this year. But this one, yeah. So I didn't particularly care for the style or the comedy. It certainly doesn't make me interested to see his stand-up routines, and I didn't think he was all that good in the role. I don't know, like, I mean, I guess it depends on what sort of character he was going for. The character he plays, I found just very, like, me personally, I didn't like the character he was playing. And that was kind of true with a lot of the characters in the movie. There weren't really anybody that I'd be like, yeah, I'd want to be friends with them and I enjoy their personality. There really wasn't any of that, except for maybe his sister in the film. But she's in it so briefly that it's hard to make an actual decision on that. But yeah, I thought the comedy wasn't all that good and the acting was just kind of so-so. But it's certainly, like, that's not to say I could do any better, but just as an objective critic of film, that's my take on it. So the yeah, I didn't really care for any of the characters. I thought the filmography was okay. I felt like there was a lot of green screen in this, like a lot more than there needed to be. Like, maybe it was just me, but they were like standing outside of a house in, I think it was LA, and I'm like, it looks like green screen. No, I think they were standing outside of the school. I'm like, there seems to be no reason like why you would shoot that on a green screen. It's one of the most basic locations you would get, unless it was maybe due to COVID. But like, this should not look like green screen for here. It's not even like a hard to get to location. But yeah, so I'm not sure. The whole time I was watching the movie, I was like, I don't know who greenlit this thing. For me, it's not very entertaining, and I'm not sure who decided to dump money into this. Again, no offense to anyone who went in, like, worked on the film. I know there's a lot of hard work that goes into any film, and so I appreciate the hard work that goes into it. But as a piece of entertainment, I did not find it all that entertaining. So yeah, I think other things, there was just like, yeah, like where the story went seemed just kind of weird in spots, and yeah, I'm curious who was in control of writing the screenplay for this one. I also didn't really care for the scene when they go to church, mainly because I am Catholic, so I'm familiar with what that should look like, and I felt like how it was depicted in the film, which it is a Catholic church. It says so on the sign when they're going to church. I didn't feel like that was very true to at least my experience. Maybe other people have other experiences, but just based off of my experience, I didn't think that was portrayed very well. So I didn't really appreciate that aspect of it. And yeah, I don't know. I think, but going into some of the good things, I thought that the I think her name is Tala. I thought she was an interesting enough character, probably the one that I liked the best in the film, and I thought Junior was good. I mean, he could have been a little bit better, but he is just a kid at the end of the day. So, like, one of my criticisms at first was like he seems kind of swingy. Like, at first he's mad at his dad for not being with him, and then he goes on the road trip, and then he's mad at his dad like trying to talk to him. So, but that lines up with, you know, a teenager in high school and how they do or rather don't get along with their parents. But Yeah, I thought that was probably the better part of the film. I wish they'd maybe explored a little bit more his photography stuff. He that just kind of kept him busy throughout the film, which I don't know. It got a little old, I think, after a little while. But yeah, so I guess to wrap things up, I'm on a new grading system, so it's either thumbs up, thumbs down, or two thumbs up, and those are the kind of the three categories. This is a solid thumbs down for me. I wasn't entertained. I maybe chuckled once or twice during the film, but I certainly didn't laugh, and overall wasn't funny. It feel at the end of the day, it felt kind of like a low budget, not all that good, not all that interesting sitcom. And it had me wondering how it got made into a movie and why it was in theaters and not just, something that would be on streaming. But I wouldn't even watch it again if it was on streaming. So I don't recommend this one, unfortunately. And but yeah, if you've had a chance to see it though and you enjoyed it, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Or if you saw it and didn't really enjoy it. But share your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button. And with that, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.